What's up, everybody? Just have a few concerns. Maybe you can help me out with that. I think about our babies. Think about our babies. And everybody children was everyone's children. This is how the village were back in my era. Everybody looked out for each other's children. And see that the divide and the separation is very concerning. I think about who actually changed the format. I don't think we should have changed the format. I think that we could have improved the format. I mean, we just totally dismissed it. When you was acting up outside, your neighbor was able to say, stop that. Your mom or your dad wouldn't like that. And now you barely can say anything to anybody's children at this point. You couldn't disrespect, adults. None of that. You just had a certain way to behave. It wasn't no type of retaliation back. The disrespect today that young people have when they talk to elders, like, shut up, B, F you, B, don't F talking to me, and this, now I'm gonna get my mama and I'm daddy, or we gonna come over there and beat your, this is like foreign to me. There's no way in the world in my era we've been able to do that. And I know that, some things wasn't as good in certain households, but for the majority, all households was the same. We had rules, we had guidelines, we had principles, we had morals. And we have taken that out of our village. We didn't taken that out of our children. And it's so imperative to be put back. So today I'm asking, please, let's put stuff back into our children. Let's put something solid back into our children. We need to implement it back. The love, the care, being able to have them to be able to have somebody to talk to. When they was wrong, you was able to make them be accountable. What you did somewhat right, you shouldn't talk to your parents that way. You shouldn't behave that way. They knew the differentiation between right and wrong, and today they don't even know that. They don't even know that the things that they're doing, it's not right. They can't even fathom that. They can't even differentiate that. And those things are concerning. And when we think about their behavior, you just got to ask them the question, especially when they're young. Pay attention and start having conversation with your children. Why did you do that? Why did you say that? Why, you got to talk to your children today. Ask them questions. We don't talk to our children enough today. You got to see if you implemented great things in your children, and you don't know that unless you pay attention. You don't know that until you have conversations with them. It's not about giving them things. It's about giving them love, structure, something solid that they can come back to when they're out there and they living their lives in disarray. We have to put back into our children. We got to put something solid in them so they can come back. Just like the prodigal son, using that metaphor, is that it gave the son exactly what he needed. So when he went astray and did his own thing and how he wanted to do it, he came to realization that the things that my father put in me, I realized that's what's necessary for my life. And then what happened is that you built up this trust. You built up this way that they can come to you because they know for a fact that you would tell them right. Why? Because you even living by the principles and morals that coincide and it is harmony with the creator, the giver of life. You give them the instructions because those are the instructions that you have. And so now you want to pass them down to your children. Great principle in the morals, the laws of the universe, everything. You got to put stuff in your children so they can stand solid on something. And that is the creator. The creator that created everything that we can see. We gotta put good stuff in our children. They gotta love who they are, know who they are. All of that is so much, but we gotta start now. We gotta put it back. Take it back to when it was working. It worked. It needed some improvement. Trust me, it needed some improvement. We supposed to add to. Some things we needed to take out, but we didn't supposed to dismiss the whole plan. Not the whole plan. not the whole structure. All we had to do was improve it. And we don't even allow things to be implemented that wasn't in harmony with the Creator. What do you put in your children? What they're standing on? What is it that they know? What will they do in certain situations and circumstances? What have you put in them? Do they know right from wrong? Can they do good instead of evil? Do they love instead of hate? It's starting with themselves and how they encounter interactions with other people. Pay attention to your children. They tell you what's wrong when they're young. And as parents, we have a duty. As grandparents, we have a duty. As great-grandparents, we have a duty. You just can't sit back and just say, oh, I'll just let them be. No, because they are a part of you. They are a part of you. They are a part of your DNA. You know, you want to put something in them. So when they do come to consciousness, they better say, my mama was telling me right. My dad was telling me right. My grandparents was telling me right. You know, my neighbors were telling me right. My coaches, my teachers, they was telling me right things. Because that conscience is important. And when you put in it, when you speak to it, speak life, speak structure, speak great principles and morals. When you tell them life is just can be abundant, you know, they can live life here on earth abundantly. You got to put something in them. These kids today don't have much in them. And that's why they're all over the place. It's our duty, our stance, not just parents, but as a community. Let's put into our children. Save the baby.